What is going on, people? It's Kim here and welcome back to the Arsenal career modes. This is episode 7 and actually I've got just something to do just before we get into any games or anything. So previously in the previous episode, if you haven't watched that, go and check that out first. It's better if you follow a series through like this, you know, in order. But if you can't be bothered or maybe you've forgotten, I asked you guys in the title of that video and towards the end as well, what sort of... I kind of decided that we need another another central attacking midfielder, and upon like asking the question on which cams you think I should be looking at, you guys were, somebody called Tajani Gaming actually responded and just gave two really good cams. So I'm sorry about that, I don't know what's going on with my speech there. So anyway, one thing that I want to look at is one player I want to look at. Now this was my first kind of this was the little brainwave I had just after I'd finished that video. I was like, oh, Insigne. Now, I'm not actually sure now if he can cover the cam position, but Insigne is a player that I really, really like, and I'll possibly get him and another cam as well. And this is going to probably be in January. Now, the reason, if Insigne can cover in that cam position, which I've just got a funny feeling that he can. I've used him a couple of times in Ultimate Team, and I'm pretty sure I've put him at cam and it's worked. So we'll try that anyway, and I think he is a good option. Now, just before I do, go further, let me know in the comments down below again if there's any other cams you want me to get. We're a bit of a way off January transfer window yet anyway, so you guys have got a couple of episodes to, kind of decide what sort of cam you think we should go for. I've already got 3 in mind. Now, one is obviously Insigne that I've shortlisted. I know he's actually proper position in FIFA is left wing, but again, I think that if he can cover cam and left wing, he would be he'd just be phenomenal. But now I've just had that other brainwave about getting him and another one that could possibly work. So yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go for this guy because it just kind of takes pressure off Sanchez as well, and obviously if Sanchez was to get injured, we've got somebody else that's probably good, up and coming, but also has that first team quality to replace Sanchez, if he is eligible to play. And obviously as well, with it being Italian and me having the Arsenal and Italy national team job, it provides a link between the two, and I just think that'd be quite a nice fit. So we've shortlisted Insigne, and I will put the comment on the screen right now. So that was what I said about Insigne, and Tajani Gaming here says, Boufal is a 5-star skillet. He is good, or Isco. So I've never actually heard of Boufal actually, but I will give him a scout. Sofiane Boufal, I think that's how you say his name. Oh, he does look pretty good actually. So we can perhaps scout him for a little bit and add him to the shortlist and see, how we feel come January about him. We could possibly sign all 3 because I've got a funny feeling that he's not going to be that expensive. I might be totally wrong. He might be, quite expensive, but we'll scout him and we'll have a look. Isco was probably one of the first cams that I kind of, had in mind. He's just phenomenal, to be honest. And I do already have him on my shortlist because I did try to get him before. So yeah, Isco is also an option. So those 3 are potential signings in January. And with that aside, now let's actually focus on the now and what's up and coming in this episode. So if we go to the calendar here, you can see we've got the next 3 games. So the 3 games that will be played within this episode are a home tie against Everton, which is our first, then followed by an away trip to Swansea, and then we finish off with Bayer Leverkusen, and just checking we are at home there as well. So we really need to, I want to win all of those games, to be honest. It's been a while since I've won in this career mode, so I want to get back to winning ways, hopefully. And yeah, we're just gonna go for it. So we'll just go to the Everton game now. I'm going to sort the squads out. I'll show you guys the team, and then we've had a message from Nacho Monreal. Please don't leave, Nacho. That's not what I need right now, Nacho. Alright, so Nacho Monreal says, the problem with the weather is that it makes me feel so depressed and I can't help but think my form is suffering. Well, that's just British weather, Nacho. You've just got to get used to it, mate. It is depressing, I know that, but I mean, you're being paid like so much, so just buy a jumper. Do you know? Just put a few extra layers on, Nacho. If that's the case, then I really need to do something about it, as I am an ambitious player. I love the fans and everyone at the club has made me feel very welcome, but the weather is something else altogether, as I can't see a way around it, you know. Well, Nacho, mate, man up. Please, just man up, alright? I mean, this from EA, this kind of storyline thing is ridiculous. I mean, I love the fact that they have the kind of realism, you know, upset players and stuff, but being upset about the bloody weather is ridiculous. Okay, if we're having tornadoes every 5 minutes, fair enough, but it's just a bit of rain, Nacho. It's just a bit of wind. Just chill. Just put a few extra layers on. Get a raincoat. Get an umbrella. You'll be fine. Jesus Christ. You would think that, Jesus. I mean, it is so unrealistic as well. It's bloody daft. So Nacho might be leaving, guys, because he doesn't like the weather, because he can't cope with British weather. Come on, Nacho, mate. You're better than that, surely. Anyway, I'm going to sort the squad out for this game, and yeah, I'll show you guys the squad, then we'll jump into the game. Hopefully get 3 points, please. Okay guys, so this is the squad to come up against Everton, and I will just go over, I'll try and go through this as quickly as possible because I'm aware that I've wasted quite a bit of time at the start there. I've rambled on quite a lot, so I will go through this as quick as possible. So in goal we have got Ospina. In the fullback positions I've gone for Gibbs and Bellerin. Now, it's not because of what Nacho just said. As you can see there, he's a little bit tired. It's been a while since I played Gibbs, so I wanted to give Gibbs a bit of a chance. And also, if Nacho is being a little bitch about the weather, I'm gonna put Gibbs on. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I'm not just gonna like drop Nacho completely, but I just thought, you know, I'll rest him for this game and see how I feel come the next game with Gibbs. If Gibbs is too bad, then I will obviously put Nacho back in. But if Gibbs starts impressing me again, I'm just gonna keep up with Gibbs. Anyway, yeah, in the centre back position, go for Gabriel and Koscielny. Oh, and just mentioning there that because of Czech's howler in the previous game, that's why I've dropped him and put Ospina on in goal. I've also dropped Mertesacker because he was also at fault for one of the goals in the previous game against Barcelona. So that is why Gabriel has come in and obviously partners up with Koscielny at centre-back. In the central defensive midfield roles, I've gone for Ramsey and Wilshere, the infamous British core there in the midfield. I've done that because, I mean, Santi would usually play, but he's a little bit tired. He's been playing a hell of a lot recently. Even when he's been really tired, I've been subbing him on as well, so guaranteed he'll probably be a good impact sub. In this situation, right, I've gone for Walcott on the right wing, by the way. This situation right here is why I want another cam and another left winger, or possibly both, or possibly one that can cover in both positions. So this is why. Look at this, Ozil. Okay, our next replacement is Rosicky, and I love Thomas, I really, really do, but we really need to win this game. I need a player who, Tom is, like I say, I love Tom, but his overall is only 18 out. He's obviously getting on a little bit. When Thomas Rosicky retires, we've got absolutely nothing else there. I mean, there was an option of playing Campbell there, but I'm quite unsure of that. I think that's too much of a risk. But as you can see, Ozil's tired. We just need like an Isco to just come on and, you know, be like, it's okay, I've got this, you know, and just rather than having to like dip into the reserves and stuff, you know, it's a bit of a nightmare really. And in the left wing as well, we look at this, we go from Sanchez, okay, Cazorla can cover there as well, but both of them are tired. The next one is Iwobi, and he's 56 rated. It's just not okay. Iwobi in a few years maybe, or well, maybe next few seasons, yeah, maybe, but not right now. No, I can't be. And also Iwobi's in bad form. And then it's Ox as well, but then say we put Ox on, who do we then have on the bench? We've got, you take Ox off that bench, we've got to put another like kind of reserve player or something on. So you know, we just need more depth within the squad. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and Welbeck is obviously up top because Giroud is injured. Okay, yeah, and on the bench we have got Oxlade-Chamberlain, Thomas Rosicky, Joel Campbell, Elneny, Mertesacker, Cazorla and Petr Cech. So that is the squad for this game, guys. We're going to jump into the game now and hopefully bring 3 points home, please. I just want to win. Come on, Alexis. Who's making a run for me? Ramsey's there. Pop a shot. Oh, it's at the bar. Oh my god, what the? I've got a penalty. Oh, I scored anyway. Ref, no. Just give me the goal. I don't actually like penalties. Okay. But I think Alexis is possibly our strongest. Or Ramsey. I'm going to let Ramsey take it because Ramsey hit the bar initially. This could go against me. We're going to go left. And it's in there. Yes. Well done, Aaron. Great penalty, mate. I'm going to go and celebrate to the camera. So yeah, maybe a bit harsh in not letting Alexis take it, but I just thought, you know, Ramsey's shot initially was hit the bar and then the keeper kind of messed up a bit and then somehow we got a penalty. I mean, Welbeck scored a tap in, but it was given a penalty, so yeah, you know, we scored the penalty, so well done, Aaron. And yeah, we're 1-0 up. Sake. Oh no, Ospina, please. Thank you. Thank you, Ospina. Okay, Walcott. Ozil to Welbeck. Alexis, stay on side. Yes, Alexis. Come on, finish that. And he's done it. Oh, he absolutely stole it from Coleman. And he gives us a healthier lead now. 2-0. It's been a long time coming, that Alexis goal, I'm telling you. I'm sorry that I didn't let you take the penalty, but he scored anyway, so brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Welbeck's ball, and then Coleman intercepts, but he just kind of turns right into Sanchez, and he steals it and finishes past Robles. And it's a good finish, actually, and yeah, pleased with that. We could carry this game on for another 90 minutes, and Everton still wouldn't score. It's been terrible. And that's the final whistle, guys. We have won 2-0. It was too easy, to be honest. Everton, every time they went forward, I don't think they had many shots on target. Like 4 out of 8. Their shot accuracy, as you can see, was like, I mean, that's probably too. The stats are kind of making it seem better than what it was. The shooting was absolutely horrendous, but Ospina did make some good saves as well. But yeah, you know, we were more clinical. We both had the same amount of shots, but obviously as you can see with us there, 7 shots out of 8 on target. We played really well, and hopefully that means we're back to winning ways, guys. Okay guys, so this is the squad to face Swansea away. I've kept Ospina in goal. He kept a clean sheet. He made some really good saves, so I don't see any reason to drop him. He's fully fit. You know, don't worry, I will bring Petr Cech back, maybe for the next game in the Champions League, but we'll see how Ospina does here. I've gone for Bellerin and Monreal. Monreal's coming back into the squad now. Gibbs wasn't too bad, but he has still got that out of sorts little downwards pointing arrow there, as you can see, so yeah. Koscielny and Gabriel are probably my 2 centre-backs now, you know. Mertesacker's really dropped off, sadly. I brought Cazorla back into the squad because he's obviously picked up some form and some and gained on his overall. So yeah, maybe, well, hopefully Cazorla can play a key part in this game, and he partners up with Ramsey, obviously, who scored from the penalty spot in the previous game. Obviously that does leave Wilshere to the bench, but Wilshere's a good impact sub as well. So you know, and I'm forever rotating the squad. So. Yeah, I've gone for in the wing positions Walcott and Sanchez. Sanchez back scoring again now, so hopefully he can continue that in this game. Ozil is cam and Welbeck is our striker for today, as Ollie is still injured. Now on the bench we have got a similar bench to the previous game. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Thomas Rosicky, I said that name really weird, Joel Campbell, Francis Coquelin, Mertesacker, Jack Wilshere and Petr Cech. So it's a good squad, and I'm fairly confident that we can get a win away from home here, and hopefully, yeah, you know, we can just get back to winning again.
It's all square.
Okay guys, that's the end of the game. Oh, we should have won that. It's finished 0-0. We just had their keeper played an absolute blinder. Look at that. We had 6 shots and 5 on target. They had 6 shots as well, 1 on target. We really should have won that game. I don't know that we couldn't have done more. Like, we really couldn't have done any more than that. Let's go. Okay guys, so this is the squad coming up against Bayer Leverkusen. Peter Cech is back. Nothing against Ospina, but obviously I don't want to upset Cech because I've dropped him for 2 games now. So I'm just going to give Cech a chance to, you know, redeem himself. I mean, he's still got that up arrow, which means he's in form. But obviously, just against Barcelona, he just had an absolute mare. So, and I know it's tough because it is Barcelona, but what he did on, I think it was Rakitic's goal, was just unreal. And you know, no other goalkeeper would have done that. So, well, I mean, Petr Cech on his best day, you know, wouldn't have done that. So, but yeah, you know, we're gonna give him another chance here because it's only fair, and he is Petr Cech as well. So, yeah. I've got a lot of faith in him. At fullbacks, I've kept Monreal and Bellerin. Centre-backs remain unchanged as well with Koscielny and Gabriel. Central defensive midfield, I've kept Ramsey but brought Wilshere in. Cazorla was alright in that last game, but he just kind of, he wasn't very strong on the ball, and I just think Wilshere probably has that more strength on the ball than what Cazorla does, and also with Cazorla being a bit tired as well, just dropped him onto the bench for now. In the wing positions, I've gone for Campbell and Sanchez, because Walcott, again, he's like, he struggled against Swansea in the previous game, so, and he hasn't really been doing much recently, so and when I brought Campbell on actually against Swansea, he played pretty well, so I'm giving Campbell a chance against Leverkusen here. It could be a bit of a gamble, but we've got both Walcott and Chamberlain on the bench as well to pick things up if Campbell does play or doesn't perform too well. In Cam, we have obviously got Ozil, goes without saying really. Left wing, Sanchez, again another one that's pretty much mandatory. And Welbeck is the striker because Giroud is still injured, and God do we miss him. I really miss Olivier Giroud. But yeah, that's the squad for this game, guys. Let's go jump into it. The final game of this episode.
Have made 2 changes. Petr Cech starts in goal. Jack Wilshere plays with Aaron Ramsey in the centre of the pitch. Danny Welbeck is the sole striker today. This is the Bayer Leverkusen.
Ooh, early chance here. Welbeck, and he scores. Yes, Danny. Oh, brilliant finish from Welbeck. Straight from kickoff. That. Brilliant stuff. Ozil through to Welbeck. Goes past 1 or 2, past the slide challenge, bang, bottom left corner. Brilliant stuff. It's a corner.
Nacho Monreal. We've heard a bit from his agent, Alan, haven't we, that he's feeling unsettled. That's the player, not the agent. The manager's just saying, well, you know, I'm going to pick you.
Oh no. Cech! See, this is why I've been playing Ospina. Cech, that was shit. That was absolutely shocking. He's come out to punch it, and I'm sorry, but if you're coming off your line, you've got to win it. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no. They have just got a goal from nothing. Okay, guys, that's the end. It's another draw, and I am pissed off because it's just another Cech mistake again. As you can see, we've had more chances than them, more chances on target. We were more accurate. Their keeper played brilliant, and ours just simply didn't. So, yeah, Cech is going to be dropped again, sadly. But he's just playing absolutely shocking. And I can't explain it because he makes some good saves, and then he goes and makes silly little errors that we just can't have it anymore. Elneny is upset because he wants more game time, but he's not really playing well as well. It's a bit of a nightmare at the moment. We've got players that should be playing well that aren't, and then it just, when it comes to substitutions, it's really difficult to, you know, for who to put on because there are so many players that want game time but they're out of form. So yeah, it's a real headache at the moment, but we've got some really big games coming up in this next episode. We're going to be playing against Tottenham, so we've got the North London derby coming up. Then it's going to be international break. And do you know what I'm going to do just for you guys? I'm going to shove an extra game on the end of this episode. So if this episode is a little bit longer, that is why. And the reason I'm doing it is because with that international break coming up, what I want to do is save the international break for a separate episode and keep all things, Arsenal in one and then in Italy in another. So yeah, we're going to play against Tottenham. This will be the final game. I'm just gifting you guys another game. Hopefully we can win. I really want to beat Tottenham. But then in the international break coming up next, we're going to be playing against Turkey. So it's Italy against Turkey. We're playing against Turkey twice. So yes. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go sort the squad out for this upcoming game against Tottenham. Let's hope we can win. If we don't win, I'll be really disappointed. I've just got to sort out the squad for the upcoming international friendly. So let me do that, and then I'll show you guys the squad. Then I'll show you guys the Arsenal squad to place Tottenham, and then we'll jump into the game. Alright guys, so I've actually not changed anything because there's nobody. What I do is base it on overall. So say for example, if there we go, there's just the one there. So I put Cassano in the squad over Immobile because he's got a higher overall than him, and that's how I play it, to be honest. I just go off overall. Whoever's got the higher overall comes in if their overall is higher than somebody else's. So just going through quickly, we've got Buffon, Sirigu and Perrin as the goalkeepers. 3 centre-backs consist of Chiellini, Barzagli and Bonucci. The fullbacks consist of Darmian, Cressito, Florenzi and Antonelli. Moving on to the midfield, our centre midfield, we have got Marchisio, Verratti and Pirlo. Central defensive midfielders, we have got De Rossi and Motta. Wingers now, we've got Candreva, Insigne, Berardi and El Shaarawy. Then strikers or centre forwards, we've got Giovinco, Totti, Cassano, who's just come in, and Balotelli. So that is the Italian squad, and that we're going to be using to play over the 2 games against Italy. Now it's time for me to sort the Arsenal squad out for the game. Upcoming North London derby. This is going to be huge, and yeah, I've gifted you guys with 4 games in one episode. This won't happen all the time, but obviously, like I said, I just want to keep international breaks to their own episode rather than mixing. Just because I'm OCD like that and like it to be organised. We really need to win here. If we check on the league very, very quickly, where are Spurs actually? I think Spurs are below us. Spurs are 11th and we're in 7th, so both of us aren't really playing well. We both really need the points, but we are at home. We do have that advantage at the Emirates Stadium. Hopefully, guys, we can get our 2nd win of this episode. Alright guys, so this is the squad to face Tottenham. Tiredness is quite a problem at the moment, but I'm just going to have to play the tired players and hope they don't get injured. We've got Ospina in goal, coming in for Cech, because like I say, Cech is just making too many mistakes at the moment. Ospina's managed to keep clean sheets, but and Cech hasn't, simple as. Bellerin and Monreal unchanged, and the whole defence is unchanged. And I know that tiredness is key with Koscielny and Bellerin there, but it's just a gamble I'm going to have to take. I really want to win this game against Spurs, obviously. I've gone for Ramsey and Cazorla in midfield. Contemplated Wilshere, but yeah, I think these 2 are probably the stronger options. Definitely on paper they are, so yeah, Wilshere can always come on as a good impact. So we're going for Walcott out wide. Walcott I brought on actually for Campbell in the previous game, and Campbell played really well as well, but Walcott had a good impact as well. So again, we can do vice versa this time and perhaps use Campbell as a good impact sub. Just depends what kind of position we're in. In the second half. We've got Ozil, tired again, I know, but it's just too much a risk to play anybody else there. And likewise with Sanchez and Welbeck as well. We need more players, guys, goes without saying, so January can't come soon enough. Let's go to the bench now. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Elneny, Campbell, Coquelin, Mertesacker, Wilshere and Petr Cech. So as you can see, I've swapped Elneny for Thomas Rosicky. I've done that because We've got a couple of players in, Wilshere and Campbell, and even Ox can cover at Cam. So, and Rosický's been getting a lot of game time. Obviously, you guys saw Elneny is upset at the moment because he's not getting enough game time. So, if I'm in a good position to do so, I'll bring Elneny on. And I really want to give Cucuélin a chance as well. He hasn't played for a while. He's going to start getting upset. So, I need to be playing both of these. I need to try and be in a good position at half time so as I can bring both of those two players on, because they're simply just not going to be really unhappy and want to leave, and obviously we don't want that, and I want both of them to pick up form as well and challenge the likes of Gazzola, Ramsey and Wilshere for that central defensive midfield spot. And anyway guys, that is all of the squad for now. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, let's jump into this game against Spurs. Come on you Gunners, please can we win this North London derby? If not, I'm never going to live it down. Arsenal Twitter are actually going to kill me if they watch this and I lose to Spurs. Right, come on.
The history of this North London derby, you can understand why the rivalry is so...
Come on, Welbs! Yes! That guy Welbs puts us 1-0 in front. Yes, Welbeck, you absolute beautiful human being. What a finish that was, isn't it? I know we were kind of lucky there. Whoever that Tottenham defender is, I think that's Eric Dyer, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it is. Oh, and Vorm with an error as well there. No, it was Vertonghen. Get in there, Arsenal. It's somebody. Ospina's gone for it. Ah, shit. We've done it! We've won the North London derby. Yes! Narrowly, I know, but man, that was difficult. Oh, that's brilliant to see. Oh man, am I happy that we've won that. With a tired squad as well. I mean, we've done bloody well there. Welbeck has been phenomenal all game. Absolutely incredible. Just really impressed with Danny. We defended well. Ospina was an absolute don as well in that game. He played really well, made some big saves, especially late on. I managed to bring Cucuélin and Elneny on as well. And Elneny still looks a little bit shaky, but Cucuélin looks like he's improved somewhat. I think he possibly has come out of his bad form. I'm hoping so. Because he's just such a key player, and I want him to get back to his best again. Likewise with Elneny as well. I mean, overall they didn't do too badly, so that was pretty good. But yeah, guys, that is the end of this episode. I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of training here, and then I'll finish off this episode just for now. But obviously it will be the international break in that next episode, guys, so should be good. I can't quite work out if I should play those just the two, and then yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, it should be good. Sorry about deciding there, guys, but yeah, the international break with Italy coming up next should be fun. And make sure you are around. I cannot speak at all today. By hitting that subscribe button, leave a like rating as well if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment if you got any general suggestions. As you've seen, I take all of them on board. So yeah, thank you again for your suggestions with the cam situation. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.